Hi friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to haul some of my new adult dark contemporary romance stories. Again, these are dark, so these are definitely not for everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and in the description box I'm going to link to each of the Goodreads pages for each of these books. So if you are interested or they sound intriguing to you, definitely check that out. Do your own investigation, because what I may like you may not, and what's triggering for you may not be for me, and vice versa. So definitely check out the full synopsis and do your own research on these books. But I'm going to go ahead and do my best to explain them as best as I can without reading them. But let's go ahead and jump in. So the first book that I have right here is Twist Me. It's book one in a trilogy. I just picked up book one because I want to see if I actually like it before I invest in the entire trilogy. But this is a New York Times bestselling author. This one is about Nora. On the eve of her 18th birthday, she gets kidnapped and taken to a private island. And the guy that kidnaps her, she finds both scary, but also something is drawing her to him. So it's a kidnapping. It's a little bit of a taboo subject, especially when you put romance in there. So I'll see how I like this and see if I want to move on with the trilogy. The next book is The Raven Room, and the Raven Room is actually this exclusive sex club where anything you crave, anything you can imagine pretty can and will happen. Julian goes there. He's a very powerful man. He's built up his success. So I'm pretty sure that he probably has a lot of money, but he goes there and his dark desires lead him there. Meredith also goes there. They kind of start a thing, and Meredith is also an aspiring journalist. So when a young woman is found murdered in the Raven Room, she decides to do this expose on the Raven Room and its clientele to kind of like launch her career, but she's kind of being drawn in by Julian and the Raven Room, and it just sounds like it's going to be like part mystery, part like erotic. We'll see what happens. The next book that I have is Pretty Stolen Dolls, and I actually saw this recommended by Lainey at Ginger Reads Lainey. This is about Benny. He kidnaps young women, and right now he has 2 dolls, which basically he takes care of these women like dolls. He brushes their hair and takes care of them and stuff. One of them escapes and runs away, but she's feeling guilty because she left the other young woman behind, and she just in her fit of survival to like get away, she doesn't really remember how to get back. So she's worried about the other woman, and it doesn't seem like she would be able to lead police or anything back to where she was held and where the other woman is, and like catching Benny and stuff like that. So I am intrigued by this one. Lainey really liked it, so I hope I like it as well. So the next book that I want to share with you is Born Darkly, and it is part of a duet. This is something that Nicole and I from Let's Talk Books and I are going to read next month in May. So if you're interested, if it sounds like something you might like, don't forget to check out, do your investigation, but maybe you can join us. But this one follows criminal psychologist London Noble as she kind of falls for her patient, and he's a convicted serial killer. And yeah, that just sounds really like a taboo, subject. There are trigger warnings for confined spaces and serial killers, of course. The next 2 books are written by the same authors, Annika Martin and Skye Warren. This is like the first book, this is the second book, but they are separate stories following different characters, but they're written in the same world, so you can read them independently of one another in any order that you want. But I decided to go ahead and pick up both of them because both of the stories sounded intriguing to me. But I am going to read Prisoner first and Hostage second. Prisoner is basically this woman goes to this prison, and she teaches this writing class, and this male inmate comes in, and she's severely drawn to him. It says that he sees with raw power, and the first time I see him, pure menace and rippling muscles and shackles. He's dangerous, he's wild, he's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. The synopsis is pretty vague, other than this woman goes to teach the class, and she's drawn to this inmate, and he's enrolled in the class. So I'm not really sure where the story goes, but again, this is another recommendation from Lainey at Ginger Reads Lainey, so I trust her judgment because she's given recommendations in the past that I have loved. So yes, I'm going to give this a shot. And then the last one is Hostage, again by Anika Martin and Skye Warren. These are pretty popular writers. I've heard that they're a great writing pair. And this one, again, the synopsis is rather vague, but like I said before, it is in the same world, but it follows completely different characters. All I basically know is that the main character sees this guy Stone kill someone, but he spares her, and because of that she's like indebted to him. And it says something about he shows up in her car again and again, but the cops like warn her that like he's very dangerous, he's obsessed, but she's not thinking that he's the one obsessed, she's thinking she's obsessed with him. So that's basically all I know. The synopsis is super vague, but I'm thinking like hostage, like he's like basically carjacking her. I'm not really sure, but they both sound pretty good. And like I said, I got this recommended from Lainey, and I also saw someone talk about this recently, like they're hauling it as well. So but these are the books that I recently am hauling in the new adult dark romance category. If you have read any of these, if you would like to read any of these, don't forget to check the description box for the Goodreads link of all the books so you can kind of do your own research and see if there may or may not be something that's going to be triggering to you, because like I said, unless I read these books, I'm not going to know all of the possible triggers, so I'm not able to really give that to you here. And these are definitely books that you want to look into before you just like go out and purchase. But that's all for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!